Jonathan, hi Maynard.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you today?
Not good.
Not good. What's going on?
I just can't stop drinking. Can't control it anymore, and it's just really depressing me.
Okay. Okay. Has your drinking caused some problems in your life other than what you just stated?
Yeah, a lot. I mean, I'm stopped going to school. I dropped out. I'm not really working, and I'm just sleep most of the time in my car.
In your car?
Yeah.
Sleeping in your car?
Yeah.
Are you living in your car?
Pretty much, yeah. Because when I'm drinking, I have to. No one wants me around, so.
That makes a whole lot of sense, my friend. Okay, well, sounds to me that maybe your drinking has caused some major problems in your life.
Definitely.
Again, you're sleeping in your car, nobody wants you around. You could potentially drive behind the wheel and get in a DUI and hurt yourself or hurt other people and probably land up in jail if not dead.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now, how can I help you?
I mean, if you can help me stop drinking, any advice or tools or
Okay.
resources?
What do you think would be the benefits from stopping your drinking, or perhaps maybe even reducing your drinking?
Probably just good things. I mean, if I stopped drinking, like
Such
people
as?
would want me around. They'd probably trust me more. And I could probably, maybe get back in school, get a better job.
Okay. Think you could probably focus more too?
Yeah, definitely.
Have you had any problems with your health as a result of your drinking?
Not yet, but like the detoxes, they can last a few days, and those are pretty painful.
You ever get the shakes?
Yeah.
DTs?
Yeah.
Have you had any seizures in the past?
Not that I know of now.
Okay. Well, the reason why you're getting the shakes and the DTs is because at this point your body sounds like it's dependent on alcohol. And unfortunately, when you get to that stage, the insanity of it is that the only thing that's going to stop those shakes is to either have another drink or possibly get medically detoxed. And seizures can happen next, which can in turn be fatal. So, what do you think are do you have any drawbacks from maybe stopping that next drink?
Well, I mean, yeah, like the withdrawals, but also, well, at this point, I'm so used to it.
Okay. Okay. Now let me ask you a question here, my friend. Do you have any good reasons to get sober and stay sober?
I've got my family, my friends, and I got like 2 new nephews
Okay.
that I want to help raise and be a part of their lives.
You most definitely can when you're drinking.
Yeah.
What else?
Just be happy. Yeah.
What else?
And like I said earlier, get a better job, go back to school,
Okay.
help change my life.
What are you doing right now for work?
I just do like security,
Security?
like event security, so it's kind of only when there's events.
Okay. And if you reduced your drinking or possibly stop your drinking altogether, you could probably go back to school and pursue your education and get a better job, better career.
Yeah, definitely.
Makes sense to me. Now, let's say there's a scale from 0 to 10, 0 being not motivated and 10 being highly motivated. On a scale of 0 to 10, where would you rate your willingness to get sober on that scale?
Right now, probably like a 7.
7? Okay. And why do you say 7?
Because I'm definitely tired of drinking. I want to get help, but I just don't really know how to live without it right now.
Okay.
So that's, yeah, we're
Okay.
doubtful.
What would actually raise that half a point on a scale to, let's say, 7.5?
Probably getting some sort of immediate help right now.
Okay.
And maybe some hope.
Okay. So on that scale of 0 to 10, right around 7, you have your motivations to get sober, obviously for really good reasons. But what's holding you back?
I enjoy it.
Enjoy it.
I like it.
And what do you enjoy most about drinking?
I don't have to worry about anything really when I'm drinking.
Kind of like a stress reliever.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What it appears to me, after asking you a few questions about your drinking here, that we're kind of doing like this inventory of some pros and cons, the goods and the bads, right? It seems so far that the scale's tipping a little bit to more negatives than it is positives. That's why I asked you what would raise it at half a point to your willingness there. Now, obviously, we tend to get ourselves in slippery situations, like people, places, or things that relate to our drinking. I don't know about you. It could be bars, it could be friends. Do you enjoy a certain sport, perhaps?
Yeah, hockey and baseball.
Hockey and baseball?
Yeah.
Do you like watching hockey games?
Yeah.
Okay, and do you ever hang out with your buddies and watch a hockey game together?
Yeah.
Your favorite team? And what happens when your team wins?
Usually just drink.
Drink?
Yeah.
Okay. So that right there could be kind of like a slippery
Yeah.
position for you if you're not wanting to drink, but you're in that environment, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what are ways that you can actually perhaps assert yourself when you're in those situations? Meaning, you're at a bar with your buddies watching a hockey game, your favorite team wins, time to celebrate like you guys always do. But in the back of your mind, you're thinking, man, I really don't want to drink today. If you're in that situation, what are some things that you can actually do to assert yourself?
That's where I don't know.
Okay. Not knowing is actually a good answer too. What you could possibly do if, what we can talk about is making these little decisions that they're actually huge decisions, but at the moment when we're making these decisions, it could affect our whole evening and the outcome of our relapse or our drinking. But if we're already in that position, and there's a couple of things you can do. You can actually leave, right? Call a cab. You can call someone that's supportive of your sobriety, perhaps a loved one, a friend, someone you may have met at a 12-step meeting, a sponsor perhaps. It's a couple ways of asserting yourself there. But let's backtrack and use a scenario. I'll give you an example. Let's say that you're sober, but you have friends, really close friends of yours that are still drinking, and you had a celebration such as the winning of a hockey game, and your buddies say, "Hey, let's go to the bar." Right? What would you do next, or what have you done next?
What do I do normally? I go with them.
Okay, so let's say you went with them. Get to the bar with no intention of drinking, and buddies order their drinks, and you have your soda perhaps, and one of your buddies says, "Hey, one drink won't kill you, right? Plus I'm driving home tonight, so you'll be good. Have you been in that situation before?
Yeah.
Yeah? What'd you do, drink?
Yeah.
Okay. Then what happened next?
Whacked out.
Blacked out. Okay. So if we take a look back at that crucial turning point, I guess you could say, a lot of us don't even realize it, but that's why we're here today. So what could you have done different if the hockey game just ended, your favorite team won, and your buddies said, hey, let's go to the bar? What are some things you could have done at that point?
Well, I guess like you said earlier, if I had like sober friends to call, I could probably call them.
Okay.
Maybe I could try and not go out.
Maybe doing some other things, perhaps?
Yeah.
Activities, such as?
Like some exercise,
Okay.
something that like I enjoy. Other than
What do you enjoy,
that,
other than your drinking?
yeah, I like like going to the beach, hiking, exercise, things like that.
It's always important to have a plan in action. So when you have these crucial decision-making times, you have a backup plan for your sobriety. And let me ask you this. What are some of the things, give me a couple examples of some triggering events that leads to your drinking. What triggers you to drink?
Probably certain friends,
Certain friends drinking
Yeah.
things, okay.
Stress or anxiety when I get real anxious.
Okay.
It's a good like escape.
How about like watching your hockey game? Is that a trigger for you, or
Not really. Probably just when I'm with like those certain
people?
friends. Yeah.
Certain scenarios?
Yeah.
Certain events, okay. All right, now, what could you do to interrupt those triggers? Give me a couple of examples.
I could go exercise. I could call my sober friends. I could tell my friends I can't go out.
Okay, so, hey, John, our hockey team just won the championship, and we're all going to go down to the bar. Are you in? What could you do different there?
Tell them.
How can you interrupt that?
Just tell them no.
Just tell them no?
Tell them I can't drink.
Okay, John, we understand you can't drink, but you'll be safe with us. Come on.
I don't want to risk it.
So at that point, you can possibly maybe call some friends, some sober friends, or perhaps say, hey, maybe next time I've got some other things to do, or I'm going to go actually do some other things, pleasurable things that you like to do, like working out. Okay. So what I'm trying to bring across, John, is finding out different ways to kind of break that triggering event or that cycle. Okay. Let me ask you this: if you had to think about it, what are some good triggers for sobriety? You had mentioned something earlier. I want to see if you remembered.
My family and friends, my nephews.
You had just said that you wanted to be in your nephew's
Part
life,
of their life, yeah.
be an example. Some good triggers. Anything else?
Not withdrawing, not detoxing.
Okay.
It hurts.
And those good triggers for sobriety, how could you use them more? How could you implement them more?
Try and remember them.
Okay. Now, Jonathan, what would you say is a really big red flag that's real strong within you as far as your drinking is concerned? What's that?
Definitely the anxiety.
Anxiety. So when you feel anxious, you start thinking about drinking.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what could you do? What can you do to actually disrupt those thoughts?
Probably talk to someone, call someone,
Okay.
let them know what's going on.
That's what I would do. All right. Now there's a few different type of techniques, you know, in counseling, therapy, and that's very helpful. Have you ever heard of mindfulness practice?
Not really.
No? Most people haven't. It's basically, there's two, how do I explain this real simply? There's two core skills of mindfulness practice. You know, mindfulness practice is a form of meditation, originated in Buddhism, but became really popular in therapy. You know, it has been revealed that mindfulness practice can be very therapeutic and very helpful in your sobriety. And again, there's two core skills. It's basically learning how to be more present in the moment and acknowledging that. You know, using awareness of your breathing, perhaps, as a tool. Okay, and also the other core skill in mindfulness is to accept your situation just the way it is, just as it is. You know, without judging yourself or trying to change the situation, just recognizing it at that very moment, whatever your situation is, that's exactly what it is, and just being aware. You know, going back to the breathing as your tool. You know, if I sat here and meditated for about 10, 15 minutes, being aware of every breath that I take, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Now that might sound boring, or might sound monotonous, but what it's actually doing is it's making you focus on something other than what else is going on around you, so that we can kind of get a grasp of what's going on. And you know what? Like right now, I'm sitting here talking with Jonathan. I'm looking at Jonathan's smile. I notice Jonathan's wearing a white shirt. Jonathan's poised back in his seat, relaxed. I'm focusing on the present time, Jonathan, right? It's allowing me to kind of debrief, relax, meditate, kind of clear that head. So once your head's kind of clear, at that point I could think rationally about what my next decision is as far as my situation, such as, do I want to take that next drink? Does that make any sense so far? Yeah. Okay. I would like to kind of have you do some homework, I guess, for yourself. I'd like for you to go home and perhaps meditate, do some mindful practice, some breathing, just real simple. Do it for about 10 minutes tonight, and you go home. Find a nice quiet spot in your house, sit in a chair, start breathing, taking some deep breaths in, deep breaths out. And while you're doing that, I want you to really focus in on what you're doing. Clear your mind of everything else. Feel the earth pushing up against your chair, and that chair is pushing up against your body, holding you up. Just try and feel that for about 10 minutes. And also be aware of your breathing. Taking every breath, feel it. Take every breath out, feel it. Do that for about 10 minutes. And that should kind of relax you and put you back in focus. I want you to let me know how that works out next time we meet. Do you have any questions for me at all?
Not right now, but I'll let you know.
Okay. Great. Well, it's really good to see you.
Thank you.
Okay, and we'll see you next week.
Okay.
Thanks, John.